Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you out there. It is, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. This is your host, Kabila Harden, along with Miss Micah Simone.
Good morning.
And my special guest is going to be Pacelia Aboagye, who is on her way, just running a little behind. So until she gets here, we're going to do some announcements of some upcoming events that are coming to Jonesboro, Arkansas. So I hope you got your pens and paper or calendars out on your mobile phone, whatever you use. I'm going to give you several dates and times. So the first thing is the stage play called Love Has No Protection. This is going down on June 24th. KLEK, in conjunction with Arkansas State University, will be hosting this play at the ASU Student Union in the Centennial Room. There will be a 3 o'clock showing and a 7 p.m. showing. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. You can see anyone at the KLEK studios for a ticket. And this show is inspired by the Cunny Roebuck Project, produced by Harold Massey Productions. So you don't want to miss the stage play. If you've been tuned into KLEK, you have heard the promo for the play. So again, June 24th at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., Love Has No Protection. Featuring performers from Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. Alrighty. Another event that's coming up is Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated will be hosting their 20th anniversary reception. They will have music, entertainment, hors d'oeuvres. Arkansas State University Student Union River Room. This is going down on June the 10th, which is this Saturday at 3 p.m. If you would like more information, you can contact Soror Lisa Jones Matthews and check out our Instagram and Facebook page for her phone number. Or you can go to www.jonesboroalumnidst.org, and the tickets are $25. You don't want to miss this event. Alrighty. The 2017 Black and White event, or fair, I should say. Black and White Gala, I'm sorry. This is hosted by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi. This is going down Saturday, June 24th. Doors open at 7 p.m. This is going to be at Sue's Kitchen Grand Ballroom, which is located at 524 South Church Street here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's $50 per person, $350 per table for a party of 8 with a complimentary beverage. Includes fine dining and live entertainment. Please RSVP by this coming Saturday, July 10th. Seating is limited. The proceeds go to benefit the Gears Foundation, and which is part of their Kappa League program. If you have been paying attention, the alumni chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi have started up their Kappa League, which includes, I don't know exactly how many young men they have in this program, but they're teaching them a variety of skills. We have had Mr. T. Eric Hamilton and Mr. Cornelius Moore on to discuss this, and I'm sure they're going to be making another coming back around to discuss some updates with the organization. Do you have any announcements you'd like to throw in, Mr. like that? Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. Another event that is the KLEK will be putting on June 23rd, 2017. This is an all-ages affair. It's called Kick It With a Cancer. Allie J's Birthday Bash. If you've been tuning in, if you've listened to KLEK, you know Allie J hosted the afternoon show. So come out and celebrate her birthday with her. Music will be by DJ Mr. Chu. All cancers are free until 8:30 p.m. with your ID. Admission is $5. Kids 12 and under get in free. 13 to 17-year-olds get in for $3. The party starts at 7:30 to 10:30. Free gifts given away while they last. And this is going down at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse at 1025 West Johnson Avenue. So come out and kick it with a cancer, Miss Allie J's birthday bash. This is an all ages affair. Alrighty. So if you have any announcements out there, anyone that's listening or watching on our Facebook live stream, please give us a call at 870-277-1080. We would love to hear from you. We would love to help get your announcement on the air so the community can come out and support you. Alright, so who's ready for a fish fry? It's that time of year. It's time to start having these fish fries and barbecue plate sales going on. So the Eliza Murphy chapter, number 395, will be hosting their catfish dinners. It's going to be $9, and this is Saturday, July 29th, 2017. From 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until sold out. This is an Order of Eastern Star and Prince Hall affiliation event. This is going down at the E. Boone Watson Center. Call for orders. There's a phone number listed on the flyer. We will post this flyer on our KLEK Facebook page and Instagram page, so be on the lookout for that. Free delivery for 3 or more dinners. Again, this is catfish dinners for $9. The dinner includes 2 pieces of fish, spaghetti, slaw, bread, and dessert on Saturday, July 29, 2017 from 11 to 3 p.m. or until sold out at the E. Boone Watson Center. And be on the lookout for this flyer for contact information to place your orders. So, I would like to let you all know on Sundays, as you know, it's all gospel all day. And so we have several broadcasts going on. As you know, there is the gospel, the music, Victory Praise, hosted by Brother Bernard Cobbs in the mornings. And then we have St. Paul MB Church, which is with Reverend Perry Jackson as the pastor. That broadcast starts at 8:30 a.m. every second and fourth Sunday. Then we have Carter's Temple, CME Church from Blytheville, Dr. Jeff Flanagan. That broadcast starts at 9 a.m. every Sunday. And of course we have Fullness of Joy Ministries with Bishop Adrian and co-pastor Susan Rogers. That broadcast starts at 3 p.m. Alrighty, so if you have any announcements, again, please give us a call at 870-277-1080 or drop us a message on our Facebook live stream. Our guest has arrived, so we're going to go ahead and get into our topic for today. Mrs. Pacelia is here representing the Black Professionals Network, and today we're going to be talking about a financial seminar that they are hosting. So good morning, Ms. Pacelia.
Good morning.
Alrighty, so thank you for saving me from reading a bunch of announcements.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get into, we have about 12 minutes left in this first segment, so let's go ahead and get into some information.
Okay. Yes, so we are going to be having our financial seminar on the campus of Arkansas State University, and it's going to be at the Delta Economic Center. It's going to start at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's going to run through 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So a lot of education about how to get our finances in order.
Okay, so what ages are you focusing on, or who's all welcome to come?
We are really welcoming all ages.
Okay.
One thing that's really key is it's never too young to start.
No, ma'am.
So yes, definitely college graduates. Please.
Okay.
You're going to get out there and you're going to be making money that you're not used to making, and now is the time to start putting that into investments and your, I'm going to say it, retirement. It's time to start thinking about that. But I also want to go a little bit younger. 18-year-olds. You know, there are a lot of high school graduates who may not want to go to college. They may go to a trade school. They may want to do something, you know, on their own business or different things like that. Our younger generation are entrepreneurs now.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's wonderful. However, if you're 18 and you're not going to college, but you get a paycheck, you need to come out to this financial seminar.
Okay. Because some people, well, some of these younger people, they get a paycheck, they just want to go to the mall and spend
Yes. No savings.
it. Okay. They go to, what is it, Route 21 or Bath and Body
Yes.
Works before, they go to all these shops in the mall.
Right.
And then when it comes time to their phone bill is due, or they need some new shoes for work, or they're like, Mama, I need some extra money.
Yes, you're right, Quabila. I have 2 children, 19 and 20, and they are that way. My son, he wants to buy all the things that I wouldn't buy him. That's the thing. And then when it comes to his reserve, he doesn't have one. So they're learning, and as parents, it's our job to teach them. And sometimes we may not have had that knowledge because our parents may not have taught us, but that's not an excuse. We can go out there and learn. You can come out and learn as a family.
Okay. All right. I want to give some Facebook shout outs right quick. I'm just now opening up the live stream feed. To Mr. David Smock, thank you for your words of encouragement. Yes, I was a little nervous earlier. I hate to just read a bunch of announcements, but thank you so much. And to Miss Joanne Lewis, good morning to you. Thank you all for tuning in to our show this morning. So if you have any questions, please drop us some messages. You have any tips or advice, if you've done something to save and you found things that work for you financially, please share your advice and expertise.
It takes a community.
Okay. All right. So what can people expect? Walk us through, maybe not give away all the details, because we want people to come out to the seminar, but kind of walk us through what to expect, some of what to expect throughout the seminar.
Well, there's going to be a lot of education.
Okay.
So we're going to start, with the basics, how to develop a plan. And that sounds probably really simple, but for many people, you just don't want to think about it. You want to get your money and you want to spend it. So developing a plan is so very important. So we're going to start there. Another thing that's hard for people is self-assessment. We're going to talk about that. You got to be real with yourself. Some of us know what we make, but we don't spend that way. We spend way over. Yeah. So self-assessment, develop a plan, self-assessment. It's really it's going to be a seminar where we're going to give you information, but it's something that it's personal. Okay. You're going to have to think about it, think about your situation. And if you take this information, it really can transform how your bank account looks in 20 years. Okay. Everybody's not going to be able to work for forever. Mm-hmm. We can't count on the work to keep us when we're older.
Okay. And now, will people be broken up into different groups, or just it'll be one big mass session?
It's going to be one big mass session. However, as the day kind of goes, if that's something that we want to do, we may just go ahead and do it. We're going to really be responsive to the audience. Okay. So they do have this information lined out. We're going to have a time for refreshments. 10 to 1 is a long time.
Yes, it is.
So if you need to drop in, that's great. Come get what you can get, but we will have some refreshments there. We're going to have breakout sessions as far as, intermittent periods where you can take a break, kind of reflect on the information that you've gotten and ask questions, because that's what's really important. So that's what we want you to come out and do.
Okay. Now, are there financial advisors going to be on site? Like, are there people that do this for a living that are going to be there?
Yes, we will have a couple people who work in the banking system and who have been trained with finances and financial planning. The information that we're giving out, it is a free seminar, so it's nothing. We don't want you to take this and say, it's for, what's the word I'm looking for? It's for informational purposes only.
Okay.
So you're not paying for these fees. However, if that's something you want to do afterwards, if you want to get with one of our financial coaches and really work on particulars, that's your option.
Okay, so this is just giving people the head start and getting them to thinking about the financial planning process. And then it's up to them to meet with a professional after that to work out the fine details.
Yes, because everybody is personal. What you may need when you get older is going to be a lot different than what I need. So this is the starting. We're laying the groundwork here.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yes.
All right. So what about people who say, I don't have that much money to start with, or I can't see any extra money in my budget. Would you help give them tips on, where can you really cut costs?
Yes, definitely. No amount of money is too little to start saving.
Okay.
To start a savings plan. That's true across the board. So regardless of where you are, if it's not where you want to be or if it is where you want to be, it'll also give you an idea of when you start making more money, how your plans should change.
Okay.
Because we may have a financial plan together and then we get a promotion. All of a sudden we're making a whole lot more money and we don't want to give that all away in taxes or different things like that. So it's different investment things that you can do to protect your money.
Okay.
So it's about building that knowledge of how to keep your money as yours.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we're speaking with Mrs. Pacelia Aboagye. She's representing the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro today, and we're discussing the financial seminar that is coming up, and I didn't get the date of that earlier.
I'm sorry. It is going to be Saturday, February the 10th.
February? We're going backwards.
I'm going all the way back. June the 10th. I am so sorry. And I said that so confident.
Okay, so this Saturday.
June the 10th. Oh, thank you for that correction, Fabila. Thank you so much.
It's Tuesday, So we're going to blame it on the rain.
Yes.
I've had a few stumbles all week long, and it's only Tuesday. Okay, so this Saturday, June 10th, from 10 to 1 at Arkansas State University.
Yes.
At the Delta Economic Center?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's right beside the library.
Oh, right beside the library.
There's a library, and is it the Hypers complex? It's right in the middle of those two, and there's a parking lot right in front of the building, so very easily to access.
And then, Arkansas State has opened a lot of the roads around that area, so there should be no problem getting to the building and finding some parking.
Yes.
Okay. So again, this is a financial seminar. They're going to start with helping you develop a plan. I had to do a mock budget for a class, and let me tell you, it was an eye-opener because I don't personally have a plan. I just my bills come in, I pay them, I pay what I can.
Been there.
and then I'm looking at, okay, well, dang, this came in too, and I don't, I have to try to shift and move money around and figure out, okay, how am I really going to do this? And I live on a fixed income, and so that's even more of a struggle. I'm not going to say struggle, it's a challenge to maneuver money around when this is all that you get per month. Even some people who are on salary at a particular job, even if they make a nice salary, every month it's going to be this much. So
you're right.
They have to maneuver around with that amount of money.
Yeah. And some people, they pay their bills on time. I know when I was a lot younger, I pay them on time, so I think I'm good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I wasn't. You have to have that reserve. You have to pay yourself first. Okay. That's a term that you will hear a lot during the seminar. Pay yourself first.
And so when you say that, I automatically think, okay, when I pay myself, I can pay myself in shoes and shopping.
Yes.
So what does that exactly mean?
How about pay your future self?
Okay.
There you go.
So maybe put it in an account somewhere.
Yes. And it's what we do. When you talk about the buying power of women, the buying power of African Americans, we have it, and we're out there and we have that money to spend, and people want us to spend it because I guarantee you those shoes that you're buying, whoever owns that shoe store, I bet you he has a financial money. Yes. So that's the thing, we're real big about paying our bills, and that's great, but you are your most important bill. So be sure that you put something aside for yourself in the future. Now, I'm not saying, don't treat yourself every once in a while. Plan for that too. You can plan for those. Let me do something nice for myself. It's all about that self-assessment and just knowing where your money's gonna go.
So where does the reward come into that plan? When can I get a massage?
Oh my goodness.
And yes, and that's the thing. You talk to your financial planner, and you will say, okay, now I want to retire at 60, or I want to retire at 55. And he's going to say, well, in order to do that, this is what you have to do. He said, now, I also want a monthly massage. He was like, well, okay, well, you may have to retire at 60. There's going to have to be some compromises. But I think those conversations are the things that we miss, especially in the Black community, and especially among women. That's one thing, we're like, I worked hard, I'm getting that massage, and that's okay, but is it in the plan?
Okay.
It all starts with the plan.
Now, one thing I want to say, just as a side note to that, one area that goes underutilized are like, we have a lot of beauty schools here. We have a lot of schools here that offer services where they allow their students to perform. So, you want the massage, go to the massage school.
Yes.
And give them a chance.
Yes, a lot cheaper.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I can get my massage sooner.
Yes. Or if that's important, sometimes if you go ahead and pay a package, if you buy it, about 3 months or 6 months, they'll give you cheaper prices. If you're gonna go.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty.
Yes.
So we're gonna get ready to take a break here in a moment, and we're gonna get back into some more financial topics, because I do have some other questions. As far as I've seen the whole envelope system, I've heard of it rather. But we're gonna get back into some more financial topics. This is Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Please do not go anywhere. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for some practical parenting tips? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Michelle Duggar is the mother on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting. Even if you're not a fan of the show, we can all agree Michelle has worked hard to raise her children. Here are 3 of her practical parenting tips. First, when angry, whisper. Communicating your anger in a healthy way is a crucial part of parenting well. Instead of raising your voice, whispering helps you control your temper. Second, teach attentiveness. This means teaching your child to give their full attention, listen well, and respond respectfully. Finally, have your kids practice good behavior. If your child makes demands, have them repeat their request respectfully. Try these practical parenting tips in your home, and remember, your family first.
For more resources on today's topic, go to markmerrill.com.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
When a woman gives her all to a boyfriend, she is hopeful about the future. Marriage was in her future plans until she received some shocking news. Now with her dream shattered and life altered, she has to pick up the pieces and move forward. It was in this experience that she realized that love has no protection. KLEK 102.5 and Massey Production presents the inspirational gospel stage play, Love Has No Protection, a story that will inspire you, renew, and reaffirm your faith. Featuring performers from all over Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana, 7 p.m. Saturday, June 24th at the Arkansas State University Student Union. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door, and can be purchased at KLEK, Cool Cuts, and online at www.klekfm.org or by calling 870-277-1080. Bring the entire family Saturday, June 24th to the Arkansas State University Student Union to see Love Has No Protection, the inspirational gospel stage play, 7 p.m. This event is a KLEK fundraiser.
Just added a special 3 o'clock p.m. matinee show. That's right, now it's going to be 2 shows, 3 o'clock p.m. and 7 o'clock p.m. The hit gospel stage play, Love Has No Protection, coming to the ASU Student Union Centennial Hall, June 24th. Don't miss it. Support for KLEK is brought to you by
Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, under the direction of Bishop Adrian Rogers and co-pastor Susan Rogers. www.fjministries.org.
from the KLEK Community Calendar, OES PHA, Eliza Murphy, number 395, presents Fish Fry, Saturday, July 29th, 2017. Plates will include 2 pieces of fish, spaghetti, slaw, bread, and dessert. This will take place from 11 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m. at the E. Boone Watson Center, 1005 Logan Avenue in Jonesboro. More information is available at 870-919-6634. KLEK 102.5 FM wants to be active in the community. If you or your organization is hosting a community service event, we would like to know about it and be a part of it. KLEK will promote your event on air, online, and on social media. KLEK personalities may also attend the event and provide music and or entertainment. Certain restrictions and availability may apply. If you or your organization would like to partner with KLEK to make the Jonesboro community a better place, call 870-277-1080 or email us at klek@klekfm.org. In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Today we're talking financial planning and discussing an upcoming seminar hosted by the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro. Our guest today is Mrs. Pacelia Aboagye. She is discussing the seminar, which is this Saturday, June 10th, from 10 to 1 p.m. on the campus of Arkansas State University at the Delta Economics Center. I want to say econ. I keep saying econ. I wrote econ on my paper. Okay, I'm trying to be more, keep it together. Okay, so let's pick back up. We talked about you are going to discuss developing a plan, doing some self-assessment, and then discuss the idea of paying yourself first, which basically, no, don't go spend right away. Put something aside in an account, preferably an interest-bearing account, and then work your way up from there. Okay, so what are some other things that people can expect from this seminar?
Well, one of the things, and just like with your job or even with your social life, you always want to look at the trends. What's going on these days? Okay. Because what's true in 2017 may not be true in 2022. So we want to look at the trends and what's going on now as far as employment, household income. We want to talk also about wealth generations. One thing that we have to realize is it's not just okay for us to be okay. We have to make sure our generation is okay. That generational wealth building, that's something that I feel needs to be brought to the forefront. And again, minorities, women, we may be doing good through our lifetime, but what about our children, our grandchildren? So building that generational wealth, and then just that general education, just, what is an interest-bearing account? What is a Roth IRA? What does that mean? Do I have to pay taxes on it now or taxes on it later? And so that's the thing. It's going to be 3 hours, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 3 hours. Gotta make sure. I've already said we're in February. But it is going to be a lot of information. I don't want the time frame to deter you. Come in, get what you can get, and if you have other things you need to go to, definitely go. But the Black Professionals Network, we like to make these things accessible to our people in our community, especially the younger generation. So we would really love for you to come out and support it. That will help us to know, do we do this again? Do we do future things like this? So we're trying to, really get out to the core of what can build us in the city of Jonesboro. And so definitely come on out. Some of you college students are still in town. Come see us this Saturday.
Do you have any flyers or anything?
I don't have any on me, but if you go to Facebook, you can go to Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, and that's our cover photo. That's what it's called, the cover photo, and it's also in our Help Me Young People.
It's in your line. It's on your timeline.
Yeah, it's on my timeline. It's our cover photo, and it's on a timeline. So if you tap that cover photo for people in my age group, it'll expand that flyer out as well. So definitely come check it out. Johnny Moore is a coach. He's used to work out, a financial coach. He used to work out at ASU. He's working out at BRTC now, Black River Technical College out in Blytheville. So he's going to primarily be putting it on, but we have some other people there too who will be giving their input. So a lot to learn. And I know most Saturday mornings people are like, it's Saturday, it's my time, stay in the bed. But this is something that you can build off of for years.
Yes, ma'am.
And that you can share with your young people. So definitely come out and support.
Yes, ma'am. I would love to. I need to really have my son there. I've been trying to teach him about building his credit because my mother, the way I learned about credit was she had Dillard's, JCPenney, Sears, credit cards, and pay this, pay that. I'm just gonna use my credit card and I'll pay it off later. But then she has a Master or Visa, then she'd withdraw from that to pay on this. And I didn't learn credit in a healthy manner about
my mom. She did some of that, and it was what she called it. Borrowing from Peter to pay Paul.
Yes.
that's what some of the old terms that were said, and she said, don't do this. So I do appreciate her for that. And like I said, each generation we want to do a little bit better. So this is your start to start that growth.
Yes. And then I'm trying to teach him about building credit to the point of, okay, he wants to make a purchase somewhere down the line. Well, if you never bought anything, it's not like it's hard to just say go buy a car if you don't have anything under your name.
Yes.
So you have to build credit, but at the same time you have to build good credit. It still goes back with your finances. You have to pay your bills on time to develop that good credit score.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm looking forward to hearing the information that's going to come out of this
Good.
seminar.
Awesome. But you're so right. And, having credit, being responsible. My son, he's 19 and he's ready to make a car purchase. And, he's like, well, can you co-sign? And I'm like, well, sure, I could, but I don't even know if you know how to take care of your money. So let's get this plan together. And, and we sat down in different ways for him to start building his credit. Like, that's the start.
Okay.
The start isn't, do I have a co-sign?
Okay.
The start is, are you able to manage your money? So
Yes.
that's great. What you're doing, your son. I love that. And my son will be here too. He will be at the financial seminar along with my daughter.
Okay.
She's in nursing school. And I tell her, when you graduate, you're going to make more money than you've ever made.
Okay.
So start planning now. Buy houses early. That's that wealth. That's that income that does not, cars, they depreciate.
Okay.
Homes, you gain wealth through that. So
Okay.
that's another thing, he may touch on that, I'm not sure, but definitely afterwards you can get that kind of information. Some people fear, like, oh, can I buy a home? Am I ready? Well, you want to make sure you're ready, but also realize that's an income builder.
That's awesome.
So how so, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, you build equity. It's land, it's property. So you can actually, if you get a car today and try to sell it in 5 years, you're probably not going to make much money on that.
No.
You get a house today, you take care of it, it's in a good neighborhood, you build onto that house, you're going to sell it for more. So it's that buying power, building that equity. You want to eliminate debt. You want to take that away. Those credit cards, you're paying interest rates. You'll end up paying $300 for a $20 shirt. Not really. That's inflation. But you'll be paying way too much just because you're making those minimum payments. Something like a home, that's actually building equity and something that can put money into your pocket later.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So do you have any statistics for us to give us some real world view?
Well, one thing that I kind of brought, and it stuck to me because it's about black women, and I am a black woman.
Okay.
So as I was doing a little bit of reading, preparing for this, as y'all know, my background is nursing. So they said we're having this financial seminar, and I always like to promote things for my community. I'm thinking, okay, let's talk finances.
All right.
But one thing that kind of stuck out to me is that black women are the fastest growing entrepreneurs right now.
Oh, fine.
That's awesome. Starting a business, that's another thing that you need to think about. Everybody has a talent, everybody has a skill. Don't underestimate that, because there's a lot of perks, a lot of building of wealth can be done through your own business, and it could be done through your home. Like, you don't have to have a storefront. Nowadays people are doing things on the internet and they are becoming multimillionaires, and they don't even have a store, don't even have a piece of land.
Wow.
They just do it through the internet. So technology has really allowed for a lot of that. But the number that stood out to me when we talked about black women being the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs, since 1997 they are at a rate of 322%.
underestimated.
Yes. So I was just yes. So a lot of times we may underestimate our talents and the things that we can do, but don't, because people are out there doing it. Another thing that I saw was that African Americans they account for 1.3 trillion. Not an M, not a B, but a T. trillion of America's buying power.
Was that like 8 figures?
Something. That's huge,
So we just stop buying stuff.
We're just out there buying things. However, we only represent 13% of the U.S. population. And that came from Nielsen Company 2013 statistics. Wow. So, we have money. We're out there spending it, and we need to learn how to grow ourselves, grow our money, and make it work for us. So.
Okay. And I try to support small businesses, minority businesses, because and not to throw any shade on any other big corporation, but I like to help out a smaller business simply because they maintain community values. They look out for the people that they're serving. They try to give you the best quality and personalized customer service.
Oh, yes.
So I love to support smaller businesses and try to help them grow, because they're going to maintain some level of integrity and keep the quality of their product high and their customer service.
And they're helping our economies and our communities. They are out there giving us services and needs. They have their children. Well, sometimes they have their children that are going to school. That money, that's what that's going towards.
Yes.
And women businesses, minority businesses, some of our elderly population, a lot of them, nowadays 60 is not that old.
No, it's not.
80 really is not that old, and they're out there and they're opening up businesses as well. And I love to go out there and support them, because you're going to buy a product and get a story. That's some of the things that I love. Not knocking the big corporations, I totally agree, but it's something about that down home. I know your kids went to school with my kids, that kind of business, and we need to support it. It's good for our community.
Yes, ma'am. I love to see young people developing entrepreneur ideas and strategies and plans. There was one young lady who friended me on Facebook. She has a lemonade company or stand. She does something with lemonade.
Right.
I haven't done enough research into it to give you a lot of details right now, but there are other young people who are they're doing small things. And these girls are like 12, 10. They're young and they're trying to start out early, building, like you said, building that wealth for themselves. And hopefully they can take the skills they learn now, go to college, and then grow it even more, and then pass it on to, like you said, future generations, and encourage other groups of young girls. We need to start raising the standard and changing the dynamics of how we relate to our young. I don't want to seem sexist or feminist, but it seems like women are on the low end of the totem pole when it comes to advancement in some cases. We need to start pouring more into not just our young women, our younger generation, period. And not discount them out because some of them exhibit that I don't care attitude, or I'm not paying attention. We still need to grab them and pour into them.
Yes, and it's never too young to start. That's why when you said they were 12 with the lemonade stand, I want to go buy the lemonade. You need to definitely send me that, because I will go out there and I will put some of my free money, some of my spending money into that, because I think that is absolutely awesome. When I was growing up, my parents, they both worked, and we had a decent upbringing, but they didn't have college educations. So, they were like, you're going to go to school. You're going to go to school and you're going to get a job. That's success. That was success in their eyes. And so that's what I did. I love my parents. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go grow up and I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get a job. And that's wonderful. But they never taught about that entrepreneurial spirit. So I'm thinking, okay, now with my kids, yes, you're going to grow up, you're going to go to school, and you're going to get a job. But what are you going to do for yourself too? Do you want to start a business? Can you start a business? Do you want to just do your own business? With the internet and the access to information that they have, just going to work every day is not the end option. No. So we have to let them know that really the possibilities are endless.
Wow. It sure is.
Yeah.
You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we're speaking with Mrs. Pacelia Aboagye, here representing the Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, and we're talking about the financial seminar and all the things that some of the things you can expect this Saturday at the seminar. We don't want to give away all of the details because we want you to go and make sure you have a notebook and pen, pencil, whatever you want to write, or tablet, whatever you want to use, something to take down information. I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of information that's going to be so beneficial for you. The purpose is to get you to thinking about your money, how you make it, how you spend it, how you save it.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
I should say save before you spend. Make, save, spend. Okay, and this is just the first step. From this point on, we encourage you to seek out a financial planner. Yes. They're not always as expensive as you think. Some may offer a one-time free consultation, and then you decide from there where you want to go. So get with somebody. You may have a friend or a family member who works in the financial industry, so they may be willing to offer you reduced rates, So it's never too early, never too late to start planning. I look at myself, I'm 40. Sometimes I feel like I'm behind the game, but you know what? No, I'm not.
That's right.
I may not be, like Micah's in her 20s, I may not be at 65 where she would be at 65 money-wise, but I can still do something. I can still be proactive about my saving and my spending. Less active about my spending. I want to give a few Facebook shout-outs here to one of my friends in Texas, Ms. Shannon Atkins Carter. Thank you for tuning in. Mrs. Aisha Stafford, Mr. Dwayne Harden. He says, good morning, KLEK. Good morning to you, Dwayne. He's been a big supporter. He always tunes in. He never leaves a question or comment, but he tunes in. So that's fine. As long as you're watching, I hope you're taking notes. I hope everyone that's watching is taking notes and start thinking about their finances a little bit more. Before we went to break on the last segment, I brought up this topic. I have seen this envelope system where you label envelopes with different, say, your bills or expenses. And when you get your check or however you get your money, you put that amount of money in that envelope, or say you write it on that envelope, this goes to here. So that way you kind of know, hey, what's left over. Well, what's left over, you can decide how you want to distribute that even further. How much to put in savings, how much to, cash on hand, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So have you seen or dealt with any type of system like that?
I've heard of that type of system, and for some people that's probably great. Everybody has to start somewhere. That's why I say it's personal. It has to be personal. Okay. I'll be dipping up an envelope. That's me. I literally have to have a separate bank account that I send my money to. I don't have a debit card to it. I mean, I literally have to work to go get that money if that's what I want to do. But that's me. I know me as a person, and so that comes down to that self-assessment thing. Okay. And if you can keep some cash in an envelope without spending it, I'm like, go for it.
Not losing it.
Yes, not losing it. But yeah, and I have heard of that, and if whatever it takes, it's just that we want you to be more aware of your money. Money is power. You talked about the age. Time is power. That time and that compounding interest. Mr. Johnny Moore is going to be talking about insurance. How to make that work for you,
like health insurance.
I believe all different types. Health. Maybe home, but how to make insurance. And he didn't even give me all the details. So I definitely am just scratching the surface, y'all. This is going to be a great seminar. And how to make insurance work for you. How can that be your buying power? I don't have the answer, but the answer will be there this Saturday from 10 to 1.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Now, we talked about investments, and I think that really catches my attention only because I do a lot of YouTubing and listening and motivational speeches and so forth, listening to Warren Buffett and so forth. So I remember one in particular topic that said that you need at least 7 different avenues of revenue in order to, I guess, build on your wealth or even promote your wealth to at a higher rate.
And that is definitely true, you know, and then Mr. Moore may touch on that, and that may be where that insurance piece comes in. Maybe that's one of those avenues. But that was a key thing that he wanted to be sure that we included on that flyer was insurance. I'm like, great, you know, because I may need to, maybe I missed a piece of nugget of information there. But yeah, I think that's to diversify. You know, the world that we live in is growing so fast, and we're able to do that, you know. 7 different avenues. That's good stuff.
Okay. And you know, I want to say a lot of people, even saying my age group, they don't think about stocks and bonds, making investments in the stock market. Looking back now, I look at the products that I've purchased over the years. You know, sometimes some of us are caught up in labels, you know, and I know for me, my son likes a particular ketchup, and I think back now, I should have bought stocks in that company.
Yes.
You know,
you've been paying yourself every time you bought his ketchup.
Who knows, you know, where we could be now. It may only be a couple of $100s, but I would have had some investment in that company. So I would love for people to start thinking about that. Think about the products you buy in your home every day and look at what you buy the most. Make a small investment. You can probably buy stocks or shares, whatever they're called, shares in that company for, you know, a very low price, or go in with someone and make an initial investment, and then, you know, really watch that stock, see if it splits. I remember working at Walmart. I never bought Walmart shares, and I really wish I had it when I worked there, because at the time I worked there, it went through a split, and then people were making money. I'm like, okay, I missed my opportunity. Okay, with that, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to follow up with some information and, you know, touch on anything we may have missed so far. Please stay tuned. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're discussing all things financial, so please do not go away, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. When it comes to building wealth, it's important to know who your friends are. Here are a few clues. Pay attention to when they come around. If it's only when they think you have money, such as on payday, they're drainers. If they ridicule your efforts to change your financial habits, for example, by calling you cheap or stingy, they are not enrichers. Even if they don't want to give up expensive dinners or weekly shopping sprees, they should be encouraging and supportive of you as you sacrifice to achieve your financial goals. If they can't think of any way to socialize with you that does not involve spending money, they are drainers, not enrichers. And if they treat you like an ATM but only make withdrawals and never deposits, they're drainers. Recognize those who are not supportive of your financial improvement efforts and keep them at a distance. In time, instead of them putting you down, they might be inspired by your example. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Hello, this is your girl Allie J, and I want everyone to join me for Kick It With a Cancer. My birthday bash going down June 23rd at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, 1025 West Johnson Avenue, across from Riceland Foods in Jonesboro. This party is going to be an all-ages affair from 7 to 10 o'clock p.m., and I'm letting all cancers in free until 8:30 p.m. with ID. Music by DJ Mr. Chew. To celebrate my birthday, I'm going to make it easy on your pockets, too. Just $5 to get in for adults, $3 if you're 13 and 17, and kids 12 and under get in free. I told you it's an all-ages family affair, and you know you want to be there, right? And just because it's my birthday, I'm giving away presents to some lucky guests. So come kick it with a cancer June 23rd at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, 1025 West Johnson Avenue from 7 to 10 p.m. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
Arkansas Early Learning is accepting applications right now for childcare. We have locations all across Northeast Arkansas. Applications online at arearlylearning.org. That's arearlylearning.org. Right here in the community at no cost. Arkansas Early Learning, offering kids a head start.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
Starks Auto Plaza, your pre-owned superstore, is a longtime supporter of KLEK. 2829 Red Wolf Boulevard, Starks offers clean, reliable vehicles of all makes and models. Starks also offers no-hassle pricing, friendly service, financing options with approved credit. At Starks, you're always family, and our motto is, we never say no. 870-203-9980. StarksAutoPlaza.com.
Did you know KLEK has a brand new streaming app? That's right, you can listen to KLEK 102.5 FM anywhere in the world. The app is available for all Android phones and tablets, as well as iPhones and iPads. Just search your app store for KLEK and download the KLEK app for free today. And don't miss a beat of the education, entertainment, and empowerment on KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mrs. Pacelia Aboagye from the Black Professionals Network here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, even though she's also employed through St. Bernard's. And she told us she has a new position.
Yes.
So please share with the people now, this ties into what we're talking about. With the promotion comes a higher salary.
Yes.
So now she has to be more vigilant about her financial planning.
Yes. So I've worked at St. Bernard's for 16 years. It was 16 years this past May.
Okay.
And I've just been promoted to the Director of Education, which I'm very excited about. I tell people all the time, different title, but same mission.
Okay.
And that's one reason why I love St. Bernard's is their mission statement and what they do for the community. And with that increase in responsibilities, with that title, with that opportunity to help improve, comes more wages.
Okay.
And so one thing that I like to look at is, taxes, you always want to save as much money as possible.
Okay.
Certain programs that my daughter is eligible for because she's a college student, it's tied into how much, money you bring home.
Okay.
So the first thing that I want to know is I want to get with my planner and I want to say, okay, how do I make sure that most of this money stays with me? And so that's the thing, as you get more money and as your situation changes, your plan has to change.
Okay.
So that's, that's just the one thing that you have to make your money work for you.
Alrighty. We have another Facebook shout out, Mr. Quentin Stroman. I hope I said his name right.
Yeah. I know Q. He calls me P, I call him Q.
Yes, he said yay P. So thank you for tuning in, Mr. Quentin.
Yes, that's a St. Bernard's employee as well.
All right. I hope you're taking notes, Quentin.
Come out Saturday.
Alrighty. So are there any other things that you feel like, well, all of it's important, but things that you want to, share today that we may have missed, any other statistics or any just other tips, tricks, advice?
Yeah, let me see here. They're gonna talk about staying low and building.
Okay.
That's important. I mean, that's kind of it's almost like a slogan, but they'll explain what that means. Stay low and build. That's one way to make sure that you're successful in your financial planning and your financial growth. We talked about self-assessment, learning about your money, having an emergency plan.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna stop right there just for a minute because we've all been there. And again, it does not matter how much money you're making, where you're at in your financial growth. You have to have a plan.
You know, we talked about this yesterday. We played Global Inequality Monopoly, where people were divided into different social economic classes. And like we talked about in life, things come up. One person had to mortgage their property to have money to stay in the game and pay, like they landed on something, had to pay something out. In real life,
a luxury tax.
In real life, that happens.
Yes.
You have to either get a second mortgage on your home, sell something, put something back, not pay something. You know, you have to readjust.
Yeah, that's right.
When an emergency comes up, you may have two people in the home working. One person loses their job. Okay, now what we're going to do? So, is that something that maybe discussed during the seminar? You know, you have a loss of income, either cut in half, total loss.
Right.
What now?
Yes, what now? And hopefully that what now is going to be, I'm glad I got my emergency plan.
Okay.
That's what we're hoping. And if you don't have that, come out and learn about what you need. Because I was riding with my daughter just the other day, and she was like, you know, she lives at home. She's in college. She lives at home. And she said, well, you know, at some point I'm going to move out. And I think as long as I have about $2,000. And I said, is that all you gonna need? And she was like, I said, where'd that number come from? She was like, well, this sounds like a good number. I said, no, let's talk about your bills. So then we started going into rent, car, insurance, phone, and we calculated up how much you would need to live for 6 months. Ooh. And it was way more than $2,000. And she was like, oh. So that's the thing, you know, you may think you have an emergency plan, but is it appropriate?
Okay.
Is it an appropriate plan to keep your head above water if something were to happen?
Oh my God.
I know. So, you know, it's nice to say, oh yeah, I got a plan. Is it the right plan?
Are you executing your plan?
Yes.
So when a wrench gets thrown in that plan and you have to buy 2 new tires and get your car towed.
Yes, ma'am.
It just throws everything off.
Yes. So we always have to be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And so, will you also discuss the difference, or not the difference, but difference and similarities in banks and credit unions?
Now, I'm not sure on that.
Okay.
I will definitely kind of put that bug in Mr. Moore's ear, because I do think that's a good thing to touch on.
Okay.
We got a lot of time, so I think that we may be able to get that in there.
Alrighty.
But as always, if there's something that we did not touch on and you want to know, he's going to have his information there for you to contact him.
Alright, within this last minute, can you touch on the date, time, and location?
Yes, it is going to be June the 10th.
June.
That's this Saturday. That is this Saturday on the campus of Arkansas State University, and it's going to be located at the Delta Economic Center. That sits right next to the big Dean E. Ellis. Is it Dean B. Ellis?
Dean B. Ellis.
Dean B. Ellis Library. There's a parking lot right in front. We're going to start at 10 a.m. There will be sessions where we'll have breaks. There'll be some snacks there for the people who come, and we're going to go all the way up to 1 o'clock. So stop in, drop in, stay the whole time, but definitely come out and support. Black Professionals Network likes to do these kind of things for our community, so come out and get this knowledge.
All right, and all ages are welcome. You know, the younger the better. Never too early to learn. So thank you all for tuning in to Community Conversations on KLEK. I've been your host, Kabila Harden, along with Ms. Micah Simone, and I hope that you have learned a lot on today. Tune in tomorrow. Jonesboro JPD Chief Elliott will be our guest. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues.